of ISKCON. We're all part of the movement started by Prabhupada. Good to know what happened. And you'll have a lot of questions also. What is this? What is that? So I thought, let us dedicate this session for that question answers. Some clarification will be there with all of us. That was the thinking. Okay. Hope everybody is okay with everybody.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Sushila ji, okay.
Yes.
Kamath ji, Kamath
Yes,
family.
Yes.
Because you'll have so many things. Maybe this last 1 week, a lot of things have happened and it's going on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we would
Right.
like to know, Prabhuji, that is the conflict. What is
Very
the
good, very
conflict between that
Correct,
ISKCON Bangalore and ISKCON Mumbai? And what is that?
Exactly.
We don't know anything about that.
Prabhuji, we attended the function also. We attended the function in ISKCON.
See, reading Bhagavad Gita, reading Bhagavad Gita as it is,
Yes.
and knowing about this case are equally important for us.
Yes.
Correct.
Why? Because it's based on our own foundation,
Yes.
actually. Okay, so let's discuss on things. So I'll ask each of you questions, and accordingly we'll start answering them. That will clarify many things. Okay. Before we start, let's offer our praise to Prabhupada and Lord Krishna. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Radha Vrindavan Chandra ki jai, Shri Nitai Gauranga ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Let's begin with Sanil ji. Sanil ji, you can ask what you want to ask.
Prabhuji, what is the conflict between ISKCON Bangalore and ISKCON Bombay and Mumbai? And means why it was so much important for ISKCON Bangalore as well as Vrindavan Chandrodaya Mandir also, because it is also close. It will be also affected. So
Correct.
that's why I just want to know, Prabhuji.
Very important. A good question. See, this conflict with regard to ISKCON Bangalore and ISKCON Mumbai or whole ISKCON began in the year 1999. So the some more background I'll give you. In 1966 history, Prabhupada started ISKCON in America. We all know, right? He started from Vrindavan in 1965, and August. He landed in the month of September same year. Almost 38 days he took to travel on board the cargo ship Jaladuta. And painstakingly, Prabhupada took almost a year single-handedly to establish the ISKCON center. So Prabhupada was thinking, after I started ISKCON, maybe 2-3 months, I will do some prachar and then preach this message of Bhagavata. Because he was always having the understanding in his mind, I am quite old, I don't have age in my hands. Anytime I can pass away. So with that, Prabhupada endeavored to do whatever best possible in his time. So almost 1 year after hard struggle in New York, he started a small organization. Now, the organization name was international, but the place he took up was a storefront, a rented place. Storefront is like a garage, you can say. So that's where he started the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And gradually, there were some youth, boys and girls, were all actually, that time there was a counterculture going on in America, hippie movement. So they all started taking interest in Prabhupada's teachings and the Kirtan. They were the first people who were all the audience of Prabhupada, or followers of Prabhupada. So, July, Prabhupada started ISKCON in 1966. Okay. Then Janmashtami is mostly August, September, right? Every year, somewhere it comes. So, the Janmashtami day of 1966, Prabhupada gave initiation to few of his followers. They also didn't know what is initiation. Just Prabhupada said, yes, you start following some, you accept me as Guru and you follow some rules, regulations, chant Hare Krishna. Like these things began. So up to next 2-3 years, up to 1970, Prabhupada used to conduct the initiations personally. By the time the followers, number of followers, all were becoming serious and trying to follow whatever Prabhupada was telling. And that way, the Prabhupada used to conduct initiation. Basically, what does initiation mean? Diksha means, the word Diksha has two components. Divya, Di means Divya Jnana. And Ksha means Kshapayati, Papam Kshapayati. So, one who gives transcendental knowledge, spiritual knowledge, and destroys the sins, all the sins of the disciple, by the Guru, that process is called Diksha. So it is basically in English, Diksha means initiation. Initiation, the word initiation basically means initiate, means to start, to begin. So when a candidate or an aspirant want to begin a spiritual life, he becomes a little more serious to practice various rules, regulations as given by the spiritual master. He intends to submit himself to spiritual master to move forward in his spiritual journey. That's when the spiritual master also sees, okay, he's serious. I will initiate him. I'll give Diksha to him. From that day onwards, he is given a spiritual name and he's taking a vow. I'll follow regulative principles, no meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit sex, no gambling like this. And I'll chant 16 rounds like this. Some rules he'll follow, he's going to give a vow. So, Prabhupada always said initiation is a process. As soon as one starts following Prabhupada's principles, initiation has begun. Prabhupada gives his personal example, how when first time he met his Guru Maharaj, spiritual master in 1922 in Altadanga in Kolkata. That day only, his spiritual master told him, why don't you preach to the English-speaking people about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Bhagavata philosophy? You're all young people. The first meeting only. So Prabhupada remembers, the first meeting only I was initiated, basically. So, initiation basically means your spiritual practice or spiritual life with spiritual understanding has begun. And there is a formality of conducting a fire sacrifice, giving a spiritual name, all that is a formality. So Prabhupada started doing all these things initially for, say, up to 1970, when the number of followers were all slowly growing and Prabhupada was setting up a standard. There are many videos you can see online, Prabhupada conducting fire sacrifice, initiations, right? As the time went on, as the movement began expanding, centers began expanding, many new people, youth, were all coming forward for taking up spirituality seriously. The numbers were increasing. One aspect of initiation, what happens is, for the initiate or the Diksha, who takes Diksha, Prabhupada used to personally chant one mala. The mala, what is going to give us Diksha mala, he used to chant and give. Right? Now, when the numbers are increasing, Prabhupada also was traveling. So Prabhupada was getting requests from different temples he has started. Devotees used to write letters. This many people want to take initiation, Prabhupada. So Prabhupada that time used to chant on the beats and courier them to the respective place, giving them spiritual names. Basically, every temple had a temple president. The temple president has to do assessment, whether that follower is seriously doing, has come to some standard. Then he would recommend to the temple president. And as in 1970 to 1972, it was happening. After that, the numbers were increasing too much. Then Prabhupada made a system. These are all history. Prabhupada's letters are there, even now, in archives. It's available on the web. Anybody can see this. 1972 onwards, the number of requests for initiates were increasing like anything. So Prabhupada appointed GBC. GBC is Prabhupada appointed few of his senior disciples to manage few group of temples with regard to spiritual standards, whether things are all going well, so that they would report to Prabhupada because the movement was growing. So Prabhupada appointed 12 GBCs, governing body commission. That's how Prabhupada wanted to manage the world eventually. So these Prabhupada told, okay, these GBCs can chant on the beats on my behalf. I'm empowering them. Understood, Sanyal ji? Now, अब तक समझ में आ गया आपको? So Prabhupada's Prabhupada's whole purpose is to expand the movement, make as many people as possible Krishna conscious. That was the understanding. So Prabhupada empowered these GBCs. You chant, and temple presidents can write to me only. I will recommend this GBC that you chant and all these things. This many beats they will chant and they will give you. So Prabhupada made a system. So when time was going on like this, a time came and Prabhupada's physical departure was, imminent. Prabhupada had become quite weak and he was not keeping well. So this is in the year 1977 in Vrindavan. Prabhupada, was traveling extensively up to February 1977. After that, he had to come back to Vrindavan. Prabhupada wanted to leave his body in Vrindavan, physically depart from Vrindavan. He went from Vrindavan and he came back to Vrindavan. Prabhupada always says, Vrindavan is my home. So specifically, few of these GBCs came together and they came up with few questions. How to manage the movement organization in the future with some important questions. One of the questions they asked is, Prabhupada, when you will be no longer with us, how should we conduct initiations? Okay. For which Prabhupada said, I would appoint some of you as officiating Acharya. Officiating means, on my behalf, you will give initiation. And those people who got initiated, they are Prabhupada disciples. So Prabhupada said, you will be called as, in the Sanskrit, this officiating Acharya is called Ritvik. Okay. So, Prabhupada, in fact, after this conversation, maybe after 1.5 months, in the month of July, officially Prabhupada gave an institutional directive in a letter addressed to all temple presidents, all the senior devotees all across the world. That letter is very famous. It's known as July 9th, 1977 letter. Okay, if you see in the website, you will get this letter. July 9th, 1977 letter, wherein Prabhupada is very clearly the listing. Let me see if I can get in the website right now. July 9th. 1977.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, I have sent you on your WhatsApp.
You have sent to me?
Yes.
Acha. So it is very famous. I'm trying to open it. Let me see. I think internet is quite little unstable. It's open. Okay. So I will share the screen. Everybody is able to see? Everybody is able to see?
Yes,
Huh?
yes, we can.
Clear? Able
Yeah.
to see? See
Yes,
what?
yes.
It is Prabhupada's letter. Sanil, you are able to see?
Yeah, Prabhuji.
July 9th, 1977. What is this letter telling? To all GBC and temple presidents. Dear Maharajas and Prabhus. So actually this letter is written by Prabhupada's servant, Tamal Krishna Goswami, who was acting as a secretary at that time. Prabhupada also has signed this letter. What does the letter say? Please accept my humble obeisance at your feet. Recently, when all the GBC members were with His divine grace in Vrindavan, Srila Prabhupada indicated that soon he would appoint some of his senior disciples to act as Ritvik, representative of the Acharya, for the purpose of performing initiations, both first and second initiation. His divine grace has so far given a list of 11 disciples who will act in that capacity. Prabhupada, in the previous conversations, next conversations, he will also, room conversations, he has very clarified. To begin with, 11. How Prabhupada made 11? Because America, Europe, South America, Australia, England, like this, India, based on the geographical location, Prabhupada, whoever is nearby, just because somebody in India need not write something to America. Somebody in America can write to America. Like, one disciple was there in America. So these were all GBCs and very, most of them were, sannyasis. If you see, His Holiness means sannyasi. His grace means he is a, grahastha, householder. Okay. So in the past, temple presidents have returned to Srila Prabhupada, recommending a particular devotee's initiation. Now that Srila Prabhupada has named these representatives, temple presidents may henceforward send a recommendation for the first and second initiation to whichever of these 11 representatives are nearest their temple. Let's see. Now, after considering the recommendation, these representatives may accept the devotee as an initiated disciple of Srila Prabhupada by giving a spiritual name. Earlier, Prabhupada used to give spiritual name. Now, Prabhupada has given his responsibility to these Ritviks only. Spiritual name. Just like, our devotee's legal name is something. Once we become initiated, we are called Krishna Dasa or some great devotees, the servant. Our name is Dasa, male and female Dasi, right? Spiritual name, and in the case of second initiation, by chanting on the Gayatri thread, just as Srila Prabhupada has done. The newly initiated devotees are disciples of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, the above 11 senior devotees acting as his representative. After the temple president receives a letter from these representative giving the spiritual name or the thread, he can perform the fire yajna in the temple as has been done before. The name of the newly initiated disciple should be sent by the representatives who has accepted him or her to Srila Prabhupada to be included in the Divine Grace Initiated Disciples book. So this is a letter, directive. Prabhupada has given in year 1977, July 9th. And 3 months or 4 months later, November 14th, 1977, Prabhupada took Mahasamadhi. This letter was there, sent to almost all the temple presidents. But the senior devotees, these very same 11 senior disciples of Prabhupada, who were appointed as representative Acharya, not as, there are different types of gurus, you should understand. Prabhupada explains in his script, in his teachings. I am also a guru to you. But my acting as a guru means one who gives instruction, one who guides, common understanding. But in spiritual understanding, there are different varieties of gurus. It's like I am every week giving a session to you on Bhagavad Gita. I am called as Shiksha Guru. I am giving you Shiksha. Shiksha means instructions, explaining whatever spiritual master, bona fide spiritual master Prabhupada explained. And there's one more type of guru known as Vartma Pradarshaka Guru. Means anybody who will introduce you or bring you to the, introduce you to the Krishna conscious path. He's called a Vartma Pradarshaka Guru. Okay. And the topmost guru or the most important guru is Diksha Guru. So Prabhupada, as the founder Acharya of ISKCON, he was acting as Diksha Guru. Diksha, as I explained to you what is Diksha. Diksha means one who gives transcendental knowledge, one who destroys all your sins once you take shelter of his. Right? So this only pure devotee, very exalted devotee, can take this role. And Prabhupada was authorized by his guru to take up this role. And Prabhupada often wanted all his devotees to become Diksha Gurus. But Prabhupada often said, I want this, just like a father always wants his son to be more than his son, more than him. But Prabhupada always used to see his disciples are not ready or not qualified. Because to become Diksha Guru means you're going to take the sin of all the disciples. Diksha is not a simple thing. It's a very important aspect in a disciple's life. Because the disciples, all the sins are vanquished at the time of initiation. And a new chapter begins for him. So a pure devotee has to be that much potent that he can take up the sinful reactions of all his disciples. So Diksha Guru is a different subject matter. Let us now come back to our topic. So what happened in 1977 after Prabhupada's disappearance? In fact, these 11 officiating gurus or Ritvik Acharyas, they were planning that let Prabhupada leave the body, then we'll become Acharyas, we'll become successors. That is the problem. What happened? Just like we always hear in our normal understanding, in any matha, any ashrama, in spiritual, some organization, there is a successor. Right? So these people assumed themselves to be the successors of ISKCON. Prabhupada, what role he gave them? You will be my representatives. And moreover, as and when the organization increases, expands, more can be added. It's like Ritvik means basically like a priest. Ritvik in Sanskrit basically means a priest who conducts ceremonies, who does on behalf of the spiritual master. Okay. Prabhupada just gave one more, word Acharya added, just to make it, more important, for the society. But their role is to act as representatives of the Acharya, founder Acharya Prabhupada. So these people assumed a role of Prabhupada. They said, we are Prabhupada now. We are his, next. And they divided the zones. They divided the world into zones. 11 zones. America, North America is mine. South America is mine. Europe is mine. That is, they divided the zones. Just see, just like Sanalji in ITC, your main MD is not, he passes away. And then all the other officers think, now it is our company. We will divide the company into the way we want. That is wrong, no? The MD would have made a system, how the company has to run. Right? Yes, it's what has happened in ISKCON. It's history. Everybody should know this history.
I'm just giving one example. I'm just giving one example. Like our foreign minister, Mr. Jaishankar, is going to some of the countries like, that Amsterdam and other places. He is representing India, but it doesn't mean that after Narendra Modi, he is the person.
Exactly.
Means after Narendra Modi, that Mr. Jaishankar is not the person. He is representing India.
Yes.
It's a live example.
Very good example. Very good example. In fact, even British time, Prabhupada gives example. British time, there was viceroy from British government. Some Britisher used to, become a viceroy for some province or some area. Viceroy is representative of the British government. Right? Not that the viceroy is everything. He is representing. And of course, everybody will respect him as representative of the government, but he is not the queen or king, right? That's the understanding.
Correct
So
example,
these people
Prabhu.
assume these people assume that role, and all the other devotees who are all rank and file devotees, they got too much confused and disturbed. Prabhupada never said this like this. And these very 11 people, 1977 November, Prabhupada took Mahasamadhi. 6 months later, in March, in 1978, March, in Mayapur, these 11 people had made big asanas, like how Prabhupada sits, no? Vyasasana. Big seats they had made. And they were behaving, conducting themselves as gurus. Next gurus after Prabhupada. We are successors, which Prabhupada never said. They assumed themselves, self-appointed, self-proclaimed. Very clearly in the Shastras it is explained, the guru has to appoint next person as a guru. It's like Prabhupada got order from his guru to become guru. Diksha guru. When I say guru means Diksha guru. Unless you get an order, you cannot become guru. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Amara agya guru hai tara ye desh. Amara agya. When I give agya, you become guru. Just like, you all know how companies work, organization works. Unless the order is there from superior, you will not do things in a specific thing, right? But these people, because this guruship is so, enticing and alluring and a lot of name, fame, respect. So they saw how Prabhupada was conducting himself. But Prabhupada was transcendental. But these people, they are not, say, they're all maybe somewhere just 5 years in the movement. Somewhere 8 years in the movement, somewhere 10 years. The movement started in 1966. 77 means maximum 11 years. Hardly they had any experience of spiritual understanding. Prabhupada appointed them as representatives. They assumed. And history is the evidence wherein these 11 people slowly, one after other, because of disobeying Prabhupada's order, they started falling from their grace by indulging in some illicit activity or doing something nonsense which was obvious, and they had to step down from their position. So, Shastras say, when somebody assumes the role of a guru unauthorizedly, Maya will attack. Maya will attack and they will fall down. So these fall downs have happened. There are many from 1978 onwards, 79 onwards, there were a lot of fall downs. And meanwhile, when the rank and file devotees were all doing opposition and this is not the way, from that time onwards, there was a lot of uproar amongst different devotees. This is not the way Prabhupada wanted. Prabhupada wanted a different system. Prabhupada is the only guru. Many people were trying to oppose and trying to make them understand. But whenever such opposition used to come, they used to silence them by abusing them or expelling them or torturing them or sometimes even to the extent of killing them. All this happened in ISKCON. So this was happening, all this was happening, it was going on. Even now, to some extent, some things are happening. And as and when this opposition was increasing more and more in different parts of the world, different devotees were raising their voices. These very people who are all assumed as acharyas, they slowly started, diminishing their level of worship and standards. Earlier, they used to have their asana next to Prabhupada asana in the temple hall. And after Prabhupada Guru Puja, all devotees should do Guru Puja to them. In the beginning, I'm telling you history, 1978. Then opposition came, then they removed the asana from that place. And they told, okay, we will have Guru Puja separately in a separate room. I remember when I joined, Bangalore ISKCON 1997. That time, there was a separate room to worship an acharya, the so-called acharya. We used to, after Guru Puja, Prabhupada and temple hall, we used to go down, few of all the devotees, and we used to do Guru Puja. So it means slowly things were diminishing, but even then that 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 system was somehow going on. So this zonal acharya system, 11 people, in 11 people, some were falling down and somewhere no. So there were only few left. And there was also a lot of pressure from other people. Sometimes some very senior devotees used to oppose. They will tell, okay, you also become guru. Right? Okay, you are opposing. No, you also become guru. Then silence. So like this, 11 became 20, 20 became 50, 50 became 100. Now there are 150 gurus in ISKCON. All unauthorized. Self-appointed. Means GBC is appointing them. GBC is not supposed to appoint at all. Prabhupada is supposed to appoint through a proper order. You saw July 9th letter, what it is. Prabhupada said, you'll act only as my representatives. Prabhupada never said you'll become Diksha Gurus. So like this, in ISKCON, this was going on. Even now it is going on. In 1997-98, Madhu Pandit Prabhu, our temple president in Bangalore, he didn't know when he joined ISKCON. Things for 1982-83 he joined ISKCON. That time onwards, things were all like going on. He came to Bangalore, and South India in one sense was isolated from the rest of the world that time. Bangalore was not so developed during that time. So he was doing his services and temple construction, all that. And there was one guru that time. They would, see what Prabhupada explains in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavata, how guru should be respected. That same respect used to give to that guru, even though he was not qualified to take that respect. Whatever system became like that, right? So 1998, when Madhu Pandit Prabhu came to know the truth and reality, he started opposing the GBC, the international GBC and the Indian gurus. He stood, very strong, and he made all the devote, because that is when our new temple, ISKCON temple in Bangalore, got opened, 1997. We had around 60-80 devotees. Madhu Pandit Prabhu, told all of us, like, this is the fact. This is the truth. And we were hearing some news once in a while, some guru fell down, but it was not so, we only heard, we didn't know details. So when Madhu Pandit Prabhu and Chanchalapati Prabhu confronted these challenges to this, their guru was acting as a guru, he couldn't answer anything. So what was happening? When somebody opposes, somebody questions, somebody challenges, you are either abused, you are insulted, or maximum, you are expelled. That's what happened with Madhu Pandit Prabhu, Chanchalapati Prabhu, and few senior devotees in Bangalore, 1998, 1999. They expelled. They gave order and expelled. Whereas Madhu Pandit Prabhu and Chanchalapati Prabhu challenged this expel. How can you expel? Somehow, fortunately, one more thing I will tell you. In America, when Prabhupada had ISKCON, every center, every state, Prabhupada said, whichever ISKCON has to start, it has to be separately registered. Not like, in modern day corporate, understanding, head office, branch office. No, there is no concept of head office, branch office in ISKCON. From the beginning, Prabhupada made the system. Okay. So in America, every state, the center is separately registered. So separately, they have to file everything, bank details, everything, and everything is statutorily handled separately as a unit. As an organization, we have a common name, common standards, but as institutionally, financially, managerially, autonomous. Every center. That's the system Prabhupada made. Prabhupada never made a head office, branch office concept. Okay. So in India, somehow, what happened is, after this guru system had started, there was some initially, with regard to registering ISKCON separately in different parts of India, there were some challenges. Some managerial, bureaucratic challenges were there. So somehow, only in Bombay, they had registered ISKCON, and Bangalore, they had registered ISKCON. Bombay registration happened in 1971, and Bangalore registration happened in 1978. And every other ISKCON which came up later on, was not registered in its respective place. It was all acting as a branch of Bombay. In fact, when Madhu Pandit Prabhu took over as president of Bangalore ISKCON in 1985-86, I think, that time even he didn't know that there is a separate registration for Bangalore. He was conducting like any other ISKCON temple in India. Branch, we are branch of Bombay. We are branch of Bombay. We are branch of Bombay. Okay. So it's only later when this expulsion, all this happened in 1999, that some very senior devotees of Prabhupada who had registered ISKCON in Bangalore in 1978 under Karnataka Society Act, they came and revealed there is something like this document you see. Okay. So, see, Prabhupada's whole way of working is something happens to one ISKCON, other ISKCON should not be affected. Right? Something happens to, nowadays, corporate way of working is something happens to one branch, everything gets affected. Right? Something goes into a scam, Satyam scam, you remember, everything got closed. Right? Some bank is going into bankruptcy, then everything will become affected. That's how the modern way of thinking. Prabhupada never wanted that. Prabhupada was always understanding that this is how, ISKCON should be, it should not have any problem. Individually, they should go on. One center problem, let them handle. That was Prabhupada's thinking. Somehow, this Guru system had made a way that in India, as centers were opening, they all started becoming branches of ISKCON Mumbai. And when this problem of Gurus, Madhu Pandit Prabhu and all devotees started opposing, they expelled him. And fortunately, Prabhupada's mercy, Krishna's mercy, we came across this letter, which means we are an independent society. We have our own way of governing society. Who are you to expel? It's like I come to Sanyalji's house and tell Sanyalji, मैं इस घर का मालिक हूं, निकलिए बाहर. आप बोलेंगे अरे मेरा पास रजिस्ट्रेशन डीड है, ये मेरा घर है. Why are you telling this? Get out. This is what happened. Bombay is gone because the problem was something different. What was the problem? Guru problem. We are trying to oppose. We are trying to challenge. This system of gurus is not proper. Follow what Prabhupada has told. Why are you doing this nonsense? We are opposing. But they twisted the whole matter into property matter. They started giving allegations. Oh, Madhu Pandit Prabhu, Chanchalapati Prabhu, their family, they all have made assets in this whole thing, and they are looting money. And they made it as a property fraud, property case. Right? And they started filing case after case, case after case. Harassment. Right? But Madhu Pandit Prabhu and Chanchalapati Prabhu stood strong. In the lower civil court, in the year 2003 or 2004, the case was in our favor. They all, with proper documentation, they understood with the BDA, Bangalore Development Authority, all the things have been filed as Bangalore Society. Everything was very clear. In fact, later on, it was a revelation to our devotees also, our senior devotees. The Karnataka government had allotted the land, Hare Krishna Hill, only because that society was registered in Karnataka. It was not Karnataka society, they would not even register because domicile of a respective state will get the property. You are from Bombay, Maharashtra, why you will get the property here? It's like that. So trust or the society will get a land only based on that. So like this, many things Prabhupada only had arranged. Because Prabhupada wanted to start one more revolution now. Right? So like this, the case went on from the civil court. It came to High Court. They appealed for the High Court. And High Court, some garbage happened. The case came in their favor. So we appealed for a revision and went to the Supreme Court in 2011. From 2011 up to 2025, you see 14 years of struggle in Supreme Court. Supreme Court suggested it's all a spiritual, two people of same family. Why don't you mediate? Mediation. Right? So, fine. We agreed. Let us mediate. So one retired Supreme Court Justice was appointed as a mediator. So both of us met, ISKCON Mumbai, ISKCON Bangalore devotees. So the problem was with them, the property, right? So Madhu Pandit Prabhu offered, you take this whole property of ISKCON Bangalore, but we will follow, all devotees should follow Prabhupada as the Guru in our temple. For which the Bombay ISKCON said, no. So mediation failed. First mediation failed. Second mediation again, this Bombay is telling, oh, you have not only ISKCON Bangalore, I heard in Karnataka there is Hubli, Bangalore, and few centers that also should give property to us, not only Bangalore. MP Madhu Pandit said, yes, please take. But one condition, all temples, Prabhupada should be the Guru. They rejected. And one more mediation, they came to know, now Bangalore has expanded to so many centers across India as HKMs. Oh, Vrindavan, big temple is coming up. They told all the property we want under our center. Then we will be okay. It's fine, you take. MPP said, Madhu Pandit said. But one condition, in all our temples, we will follow Prabhupada as Diksha Guru, for which they rejected. Just see how many times Madhu Pandit has offered himself everything. And he's telling only one thing we are requesting you, because for them to accept Prabhupada as Guru, they can't digest. If they accept, means all that Guru business, what they're doing, will crumble. Correct? Some golmaal you're doing, if you question, if you ask, stop that, you will become angry, Then like this mediation failed. Finally, these people, what they're doing? They're writing to Madhu Pandit Prabhu and telling, okay, mediation failed, but no problem, you become Guru. So Madhu Pandit said, the very reason why we are fighting and you're offering that to us, nonsense. Is there nothing doing? Let's fight Supreme Court. So like this back and forth, back and forth. So the other ISKCON Mumbai had been projecting this case as property case. But actually it's not a property case. It is actually the aspect of who is going to be the Guru in ISKCON, Diksha Guru. Other ISKCON is following what is known as their own Guru system, which is unauthorized. And when we are questioning, challenging, they are defaming us, being very offensive, Guruvadi, like that they're going off in a different direction. But we silently were doing our work, expanding Nakshapatra centers, everything was going on. Services didn't stop. Things were going on. So finally, Supreme Court hearing, it happened last year actually, July 2024. And that Supreme Court judge, he has taken almost, you can say 10 months to write the judgment. Because I heard Madhu Pandit was telling there were more than 300 documents just filed from both the sides. That many documents he has to go through, hear the judgment and give a proper understanding. Then the judgment was, he has overruled the High Court judgment telling that it was faulty. Actually, society belongs to Bangalore because it is registered in Bangalore. Bombay has no right on this society. That was the verdict. It's a big victory. Because if I go and sit in Sanyalji's house and tell it is my house, what he will do? Do whatever you want. He goes to the court and get an injunction. It is my house, get out. It's like that. That's what has happened. So those people are thinking, actually what has happened when this Guru issue started in Bangalore, 1998, 1999. The Kolkata ISKCON, one senior devotee, Prabhupada's disciple, Adritaran Prabhu, he was also very much, vehemently opposing his Guru issues, Guru things. He was against his Gurus, right? When he started opposing, because Kolkata was not registered separately, lot of devotees from Mayapur, they stormed the temple. They took over and they threw them out. Who? The management there, Adritaran Prabhu and few senior devotees, they threw them out. They put false charges on them and they occupied a temple. So they wanted to do similar thing in Bangalore. Just see what has happened. This is the case, actually. What has happened? Okay. So basically it is property issue is only externally being projected by the other ISKCON. The main problem is the Guru issue. Who will be the Guru? So now, after this victory, ISKCON Bangalore is trying to tell people that Prabhupada made this system as Diksha in ISKCON. And we want to follow this. And in fact, Mother Pandit Prabhu last Sunday, many of you would have attended that online or offline there. He has again offered peace proposal. Come, we want to merge with you. Take everything. But you allow all of us to follow this. Because property, you are fighting. No, we are not after property. We want Prabhupada to be the only, because it is his house. I'll give one small history. Prabhupada's Guru Maharaj's name was Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj. He established Gaudiya Math in Kolkata, 1918. Say 110 years ago, right? So from there he started, and next 10 years he expanded the Gaudiya Math all over India. 64 matas were established. And Prabhupada very much wanted to work in Gaudiya Math after his Guru Maharaja's physical departure. But even the Gaudiya Math, they were all fighting with each other and they all disintegrated. Prabhupada wanted to work under Gaudiya Math only. But when he saw there was no cooperation, there was no proper support being given by these Gaudiya Math devotees, they're all fighting each other. It's like after Prabhupada's Guru Maharaj left, everybody they were all trying to become gurus. Prabhupada knew this problem is going to happen, repeat in ISKCON also. So from the very beginning, he had made a system. He had made GBC and everything. See, Prabhupada's Guru Maharaj wanted that when he was asked this question, who is your successor? Prabhupada's Guru Maharaj would say, you form a GBC, Governing Body Commission of Senior Devotees, a self-effulgent Acharya will come. That was the instruction he had given them. But they neglected his order, because of which the Gaudiya Math, 64 matas got divided. And in the court, even now cases are going on. And they made somebody as Acharya, he fell down, one more Acharya. If you go to Gaudiya Math, you see, after Prabhupada's Guru Maharaj, there are around 10 photos. So many. Prabhupada says every 3 months, new Acharya will come. So Prabhupada knew this is what is happening in Gaudiya Math, and because of which preaching is not happening. Prachar band ho gaya. People are only satisfied, Prabhupada says, they want to use temple deities to collect some money, have some food, and eat and sleep. Joint mess, Prabhupada used to say. Temple is not meant for that. Prabhupada's Guru Maharaj wanted to preach extensively. Prabhupada knew that mood. So Prabhupada didn't want this again to repeat in ISKCON. But unfortunately, it has repeated. But nevertheless, there are some sincere devotees like Mother Pandit Prabhu who is fighting for this. And there are many devotees in the past from 1978 onwards. All that fight has come to this level now. Opposition. So all over the world, all these devotees who are all fighting for the right truth, they all are very happy. Now we are getting calls from different parts of the world. Please come and open Ritvik Center here. Or please take over our temple. We don't want to follow any gurus. We want to follow Prabhupada. See, actually, all the rank and file devotees and families like they all know the truth. But somehow the top management or the gurus are all having their own way of working. They can't say anything. So now open order has come from the Supreme Court itself. Prabhupada is working. Lord works through his pure devotees, right? They are all working, and things have come out in a different way. And how it will go to unfold, Lord will know. Lord, it's a very exciting journey now. Since 1 week, a lot of excitement going on in our camp, in our organization. Yes, so Sanalji, give the history.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I'd like to know regarding this Chandodaya Mandir, Vrindavan, that why you can't write like ISKCON Bangalore?
We'll write. Now, until this case thing, we were not having that authority. Very soon, we are going to use ISKCON name also. ISKCON Vrindavan or ISKCON HKM Vrindavan, all those will come. It's a matter of time. Because now, you can, just like it is, like the court has given a verdict. Separate society, separate society. ISKCON, same name we can use. Prabhupada has authorized. Things will change. We had purposely not kept the ISKCON name because the court case was going on. They were claiming only ISKCON is theirs. We are not ISKCON. We are deviant philosophy. We are demons. So many things they have been telling.
In Bangalore also, like we have ISKCON Bangalore.
Yes.
Apart from that ISKCON, that HRBR, there's one
so
is
many ISKCONs are there. Yes.
yeah.
See, for them, they think they can use ISKCON left, right, center. For us, we cannot use ISKCON. Now, Supreme Court order has given a clarity. You can use also ISKCON name.
Okay.
That is
It's
the
a
whole
great-
point. Yeah.
It's a great victory, Prabhuji. It's
Exactly,
a great
exactly.
victory.
Prabhupada victoried.
Yes.
Prabhupada has won. Prabhupada has won.
victory. Yes,
And
yes.
truth has
Yes.
really stood.
Yes.
Truth. No, that judge was used as an instrument by Krishna. Nimitta Matra.
Yes.
Judge was used as instrument, and that I heard the judge is very upright. He's a judge who will not fear the consequences. He stands for the truth. That judge is known for his integrity and honesty. I've been hearing about him of late in the news. Today he got retired.
Oh.
Actually, his retirement was about to come. We were expecting any time case hearing will happen. Because
My
before
God.
retirement, they cannot keep anything pending. It will be a black mark in their, in the record, in their
Correct,
professional
correct.
record. So they have to clear all the cases. They have to give
Prabhuji,
a
I
good-
have small, sorry, Prabhuji,
Uh.
I have a small query that
Yeah.
after this 12 Ritik, who will select the next lot of Ritik?
GBC is supposed to select. They didn't select, no. So now what happened, I tell you, ISKCON Bangalore history. When this revolt was going on, ISKCON Bangalore, devotees were expelled. We started following Prabhupada's system. We made a GBC based on Prabhupada's orders. There are some direction of management instructions Prabhupada has given. We had a general body election of all devotees. They chose few of us as the leaders. So among these leaders, they were all sent as temple presidents to open different centers in different parts of India. So they selected amongst themselves governing body commission. That's how the system is. Prabhupada had made a system. So we have our GBC here. And this GBC has appointed Ritviks in our organization, ISKCON Bangalore. Now ISKCON Bangalore is not only one temple. It is 52 temples across the world.
Oh,
Okay, so Madhu Pandit Prabhu was telling recently, maybe ISKCON, other ISKCON is like this now. We are here. Okay. Slowly our ISKCON will grow and overpower. They'll all come under us. It's a matter of time. When this case started, Akshay Patra, that's how it started, 2000. Now Akshay Patra is such a big organization. When this case started, we were only one ISKCON. Now we are 52 centers all over the world.
Yeah.
Expansion is happening. That's because Madhu Pandit Prabhu was only handling case only. All devotees, expansion was happening. Prabhupada was blessing us. We can see practically, when you strictly follow pure devotee instructions, there is potency, there is energy. Expansion happens. Everything Krishna gives. When pure devotee are not following, it will contract. Just see, earlier we didn't have any, in the strength-wise, asset-wise, we were nothing. They were a huge, like elephant. We were like an ant. Now we have grown into a big animal. So they are recognizing it. And now other camp, senior devotees are all thinking, very soon we have to, mediate and come to some peace talks. Otherwise, it will affect our own centers, our own temples. They are thinking. You see?
definitely.
So it has really created a great impact in terms of preaching. And we are getting every day so many mails,
Prabhu,
calls
this-
from different parts of the world. Asking, we want to
Yeah.
take initiation from Prabhupada. Yeah. Who is that?
Hare
Comment.
Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah.
This,
Go ahead.
this peace offer made by Prabhu Pandit, Prabhu Madhu
Ah.
Pandit,
Ah,
is valid for 30 days, it seems.
30 days, yes.
So
correct.
if within 30 days, if they don't act, then what happens?
No, already they're acting. We came to know. Already they're acting very seriously. Day and night they're having meetings. What to do?
Okay.
They will come up with something because if they don't act, no, it's a black mark on them.
Yes.
Because we have graciously
Yes,
offered.
correct.
After winning, we have offered.
Yeah. Is it that we
No,
can
no, no,
expel
we
them?
don't want to expel. You do your thing. Allow us to do. We already, Supreme Court has allowed us to do whatever we want. We will expand. See, we are running at jet speed. They are going in cycle speed. If you catch us, you will also run in jet
Yes.
speed. Otherwise, you'll go in cycle speed and finally you'll realize, oh, we did a mistake. What has happened is, Kamaji,
Correct.
all these old generation people know, their mind is all cluttered. For them, they think, oh, no, 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 no,
Yes.
no. Whereas the next generation devotees, they want to come.
Yes.
So when the old generation is out of
They
picture,
have open mind.
then automatically new generation will
Yes.
embrace this. It's a matter of
Correct.
time. Say 5 years,
Correct.
10 years from now.
Correct.
This old generation are all having that,
Correct.
bias. No, no,
Already-
no, no, guru. Because they have become big guru.
Yeah.
They have been gurus now. Now, once they are not there,
Yes,
no
yes.
more. You don't want them to be no more, but I'm just telling you, let them get good
Yes.
sense. That's the understanding.
And Prabhuji,
Correct.
with all this going on in the background over all these years,
Yes,
it is
yes.
amazing how in the
Ah.
Bangalore temple, the devotional services have been going unhindered. Many of us
Exactly.
devotees did not
That is the
even know
beauty.
so much was going on in the background.
That is our
Uh,
leaders, that
Ram-
is our leaders, you can say
Yes.
mental equilibrium. How,
Yes.
even though
But
so lot
yes.
of disturbance going on behind, but in
Yes,
front,
yes,
things are going so smooth.
yes, yes,
Anybody coming, all of you are part of Bangalore,
Yeah,
most of you,
yeah.
you know how Bangalore temple is
yes,
running so excellent.
yes, yes.
Yes.
All activities are
Correct.
going so well.
Correct.
You didn't even know what. It's
We-
like
yes, we
in my
didn't
life,
even-
something going disturbance, I'll be so dull and so weak.
Yes.
I can't
Yes,
even
that
function
is
properly.
the Lord's grace and
So it is all,
amazed. Yes.
so our leaders are so strong and
Yes.
firm.
Yes,
Way of working. They're a
Correct.
great example for all of us.
yes,
Correct.
They have
on the
inspired
path
us
of
to go
truth.
out and preach.
Yes.
Correct.
That's the thing. Okay, so I think most of the questions are answered. We're giving this history. I thought,
Yes, that was very,
this-
very helpful and useful what
Yeah,
all
yeah.
you
Yeah,
explained.
yeah,
Very
Prabhuji.
clear.
You should know
step
history.
by step.
Otherwise,
Yes.
again and again, every time some news will come, something
Yes,
will
yes,
be
yes.
confused.
Yes.
Kya ho raha hai?
Correct.
Kya ho raha hai?
Now it's
Correct.
clear.
Final has come now.
So
Yes.
people will also, what is this case? What about, what is this Ritvik? All sometimes so many things we will keep hearing. Bits and
Correct.
pieces. Good to have a complete, at least some
Yes.
story, a proper story behind your understanding. You can connect properly. What has all happened?
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
I
Yes.
want to ask one question.
Please, Mataji.
You said you joined in 1977. Is it right?
1997.
77.
97.
97.
97.
And who was you at that time?
Huh?
You were initiated under whom?
Prabhupada only. At time, initiation, after this issue broke up, initiation got stopped. What was going on to other gurus? So we waited for 3 years for initiation. When the proper GPC was formed and the Ritvik initiation, I take initiation from Ritvik initiation. We are the first people to take initiation in Ritvik, Bangalore. Year 2000, I took initiation.
Same happened with Madhu Pandit Prabhu and
No. They all had taken initiation earlier only in the other system of whatever gurus.
and then what happened to their guru?
That guru is still there, living, paralyzed. Anyway, see, whatever, they're all Vaishnavas. We
Yes.
don't want to offend them.
Correct, correct.
They have done them their
Correct. We
service,
should not
whatever.
do what they have done.
Yes.
But thing is, we are only talking principles here.
Yes.
Yes.
Principle is Prabhupada's order should not be disobeyed.
Yes.
Yes.
That is the principle. So we are only discussing facts.
Yes.
Individually, who is, we don't want to discuss.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Whatever Prabhupada want to see them and deliver them in whatever way, it's left to Prabhupada. We only want
Yes.
to tell you facts.
Yes.
And we should always remember, all of them have done service to Prabhupada at their own
Okay.
capacity at different times. So
Correct.
Prabhupada recognized them.
Correct.
But they have misused the recognition and the position given to them. That is what has resulted in chaos.
Resulted in this.
Yes.
Correct.
See, history is history. You should not repeat the history. You should learn from history and move forward.
Correct. And move
Yes.
forward. Yes.
Some of Prabhupada's mercy, what with all is happening, ISKCON is growing.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
That is the beauty of this organization.
Yeah.
People have respect
Definitely.
for ISKCON, even now.
Oh, one more question.
Yeah.
With this result,
Hmm.
our Hare Krishna Dham here in Gunjur,
Ah.
it is
Whitefield, yeah.
it is supposed to come within 2 years or 3 years. Will it
It'll
now
come.
be accelerated to 1 year or something like that?
Well, Lord willing, why 1 month, 1 year, 6 months only it can come. If money is there, why not? See, Sudama went to Krishna's palace not to ask any. His wife forced him, go. We are all
Yeah.
so poverty stricken, no eating or no food also. But he went and met his friend, and when he came back, he saw a big palace.
Yes.
Right? Krishna willing, anything can happen. Right?
Yes.
So, it's a matter of time.
Yes.
Lord willing, see how this 25 years of struggle,
Yes.
you're all, if somebody had lost patience,
Yes.
Yes.
there are so many occasions. Our leaders are telling me, Mother Prabhu told us on a different occasion, so many things have happened where almost like, we are finished.
Oh, yes.
But Lord has saved every moment, every
Yes.
second, every situation.
Correct. They had nerves of steel.
One step here and there, we'd have finished.
Yes.
You heard, no? Sunday.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
16th, what would have happened whether we're here or we are out?
Yes. Correct.
It was like this.
Correct.
Correct? No, that's the situation. Court cases like that. I give example of how
Correct.
if I go and sit in Sanalji's house, tell is my house. You go out. You get a court order and tell, hey, you fellow, you get out. I am the owner. Right?
Correct.
Let's see. That's how it was. It was do or die situation for us.
Yes. Correct.
But
Prabhuji, I've got a question, Prabhu. I've got a
Yes,
question,
yes,
Prabhu.
Janji, please tell me.
See, now, of course, I've been attracted to Krishna by ISKCON. Okay, in our Shimoga branch. Last week, they were talking about all this thing that they were, the other group was trying to take away the property and this, that, and all that. Okay, now that, I've now known about the history. I've not been going to discuss this with them about my interest is only with Krishna.
Yes.
And I have no political ambition to talk about all this or desire to talk about it. Now that I'm practicing bhakti with ISKCON Shimoga, who is practicing the other thing, who is initiating through a Jaya Pataka, I will just keep quiet and follow the same system. I mean, follow the teachings of Krishna. That's all, Prabhu.
Yeah, you only desire to take initiation from Prabhupada. That's all.
Yes, of course, definitely. I
See,
strongly
you should take a
believe
system
that
which will help you to connect you to Prabhupada directly. Over.
Yes, that's all, Prabhu.
Prabhupada system was from the day one Prabhupada started the movement is anybody
Yes.
coming to ISKCON is following Prabhupada. See, we read Prabhupada's books.
Definitely, 100%, Prabhu. Yeah.
Somebody
I agree
cannot
with
come
you.
between us and become a block between us and Prabhupada.
yes.
Correct.
Yes, surely,
That's
I
the whole
agree with you.
point.
with that.
Yes.
Simple logic
Yes.
is nobody should
Yeah.
become a block for our progress in bhakti.
Yes.
Definitely, Prabhu.
And
I
that
agree with you.
mediator person should not say, Prabhupada is not there, I am only there now. That is wrong.
Yes, shouldn't be. Yes, Prabhu. I agree with you on that, Prabhu.
Prabhupada is transparent via media. Even now he's acting. He will act. If you are sincere,
Yes,
if you read Prabhupada's books, he's reciprocating with
yes,
Correct.
yeah,
right. It's a matter of
yes,
your purity and your sincerity. All of us have got
definitely.
inspired to Prabhupada through books.
Correct.
Only, correct.
Yes. See,
Yes.
the whole point is, the thing is, somebody comes in between and takes the credit. No, that is the wrong thing. Bribes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, that is Avidhi Purvakam. Not good. No.
Yes.
If
Correct.
you want to take something like this, you open a new organization.
You start.
Yes.
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 Correct.
Don't, if I want to come and occupy Sanalji's house until it's my house, it's wrong. I should purchase a new house.
Correct.
Yes.
His house and become his neighbor. Good.
Correct.
Both of them can live peacefully.
Correct.
Prabhupada
But
did.
fundamentally, it is the teaching of Prabhupada. Nothing else matters here, Prabhu.
Exactly. See, Prabhupada, when he wanted to continue Gaudiya Math and want to expand further, there was no cooperation. What did he do? He came out, started a new organization.
Yes.
Yes.
See the example?
Yes.
Yes.
Likewise, these gurus who are telling, we are gurus. Okay, Baba, you become gurus. Nobody is going to stop you. Krishna is very merciful. Everybody
Yes.
can become gurus. You
Yes.
please open new organization.
Ah,
Not in ISKCON. ISKCON is Prabhupada's property. That is the whole principle. We are only fighting for this basic thing. Prabhupada is the Acharya here.
yes.
He is the ultimate authority for us. I don't
Yes.
want any in between any other person telling he is, he's no, we are impersonating him.
Correct.
No.
Basically, Krishna is the sole proprietor and Prabhupada is the Acharya.
He's
Guru.
the representative of the. Because
Yes.
of Prabhupada only you are able to understand Bhagavad Gita. Otherwise, how will you know?
Yes.
Definitely, never.
Huh?
Yes.
Yes.
Whatever we know about Krishna is only through Prabhupada. No.
Yes.
Correct.
Correct.
Who
Yes,
has told
Prabhu.
us? First of all, in ISKCON, anybody comes, we tell them to chant 16 rounds. Who
Yes.
has given this order?
Prabhu.
Prabhupada has given.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely,
These
Prabhu.
acharyas, these so-called gurus didn't make, no. For
Never.
all the things Prabhupada has set up, you come in between and say, oh, it is my disciple. It is
That's it, Prabhu. Correct.
cheating. You are cheating.
I mean, it's a fraud, actually, I would say.
Exactly. You got the right word. Fraud. So this fraud was happening all these years and going on. And see, what is happening is innocent people who are not at all aware of spirituality, they are falling prey. And
Yes.
at whose cost? And Prabhupada's organization, they're coming, just like, a business you started. Somebody, is doing a imitation of your business next to you only, and he's taking away all your business. You have started the business, you will feel very pained, no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Same thing is happening Prabhupada now. How much Prabhupada is pained?
Correct.
Prabhupada want to deliver everybody, but these people are taking away the sincere souls. And the sincere soul is cheated.
Yes.
And they are calling
Besides that,
themselves
Prabhuji,
Prabhuji. They are calling themselves as devotees.
Just see.
Yeah.
That's the
see,
point.
besides that,
There's the
Prabhuji,
fight.
what?
Huh?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Besides that, Prabhuji, this ISKCON movement couldn't have happened without the grace of Krishna through Prabhupada.
Exactly.
Never
Exactly.
could have happened, Prabhu, because I've
Everybody,
seen many
see,
other organizations, Prabhu.
all of you are just beginners and trying to understand philosophy of Krishna consciousness. With whatever history I've told you, you're able to understand the whole subject matter.
Yes.
If I
Yes,
tell you
Prabhu.
more details, you start crying.
Absolutely.
What all has happened?
Yes.
Like, if I enter Sanyaji's house and I get some gundas and start mistreating with him, what will happen?
The
Just
pain.
imagine.
Yeah.
It is
That
such
also
it's
happened,
like a
Prabhuji.
Gundaism.
Yes.
That also happened, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Oh my God.
What all has happened? If I start telling you, will start, you'll think, what is this? And even then, Prabhupada has tolerated all these years. Kept them. That is Prabhupada's mercy, compassion.
So, Prabhuji, now that I'm going to Shimoga ISKCON, I will keep aside this political angle and only concentrate on Krishna, Prabhu. That's all I
Whenever
can
they
do.
say about Guru, you tell them, I am connected to, one more our Prabhuji in Vrindavan. He is guiding
Yes.
me. You please, give me I'm only coming to darshan, you tell them. That's all.
That's it, Prabhuji. I'm only worried about,
Vrindavan, which
I'm only
Prabhuji, they will
thinking
not
of
know.
that, Prabhuji. Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare
Maybe
Krishna.
what is happening is a filtering that is happening now in the sense.
It's
Yeah.
right.
That
It's cleaned.
clean. Yes.
Purification is happening.
Churning is going on. Churning is
Churning,
happening.
yes.
See, Prabhupada had a plan. Is a plan. Finally, things we're all
Yes.
since last 25 whatever number of years I'm in the movement. I was thinking when some solution will come in. Now we are seeing light.
Hare Krishna.
Patience matters, Patience, perseverance, tolerance. Remember this PPT. Patience, perseverance, tolerance will give results.
But Prabhuji, one thing,
Uh,
as a byproduct, Prabhuji, I mean, that side of ISKCON, who are doing this kind of cheating and frauding, they have earned a lot of bad name.
yeah.
But at the same time, this side of ISKCON, who is really giving honor and following Prabhupada's way of conducting everything, you people have earned a lot of good name and good karmas, and so many honors.
See, what is the saving grace in the other camp is somehow Prabhupada is, DTC is there, DT is there, worship is happening. Even though they are impersonating Prabhupada and doing so many things, somehow the systems which Prabhupada has set up, so sincere souls are even now getting benefit.
Yes.
Sincere souls today or tomorrow will turn from that place and find the truth.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
It's a matter of
definitely.
your sincerity. You want to get cheated, you will get cheated.
Yeah.
And I know particularly many rank and file devotees in other parts, other centers, they all know the truth. They're all
Yeah.
waiting.
So
When-
a correction course is taking place.
Yeah.
Krishna's mercy,
Yes.
they're happening.
Yes.
And
Yes.
very, I recently one very senior, devotee from Pune. Earlier, they were very antagonistic and very angry and very sort of, like inimical towards us. Guruwadis, they are the Guru Aparadis. Now they have toned down in their language. No, they are our brothers only. We should not insult them. After all, they are misguided. They are misguided or we are misguided, we don't know. So like that, they are toned down. See how it is? Leaders are thinking like that now. Otherwise, they were not ready to talk to us. You're a useless fellow. You get out. Expel. Expel is what? You have done a nonsense. You have done something which is abominable. That's what we. That's why you expel. No, it's like in your house, some employee or some worker has done a big cheating. What you do? Will expel him? No.
Yeah.
Like that. You've done a fraud. Expel them. Just imagine. Expel means what? Expel means you're thrown out.
Yes.
For what? For nothing. Just because I told that you're doing wrong. Understood. Anyway, this discussion
Thank
will
you,
go on like
Prabhu.
this.
Yes. Very.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you,
We will
Prabhuji.
conclude here
Thank
now.
you so much.
Next
Thank you,
occasion.
sir.
I will-
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna, follow.